Can I create several artworks for a group show in just one day? I've been invited to participate in the postcard group show at the Gallery Nucleus in Portland. I'm very excited because I've known about Nucleus since I was on Tumblr, and anything that reminds me of my Tumblr days, I will die for. I love Tumblr. I have so much on right now that it would be great if I could just get them done in a day, not because it's not a meaningful opportunity, but because I just am so stacked that if I let this go on for too long, everything else will be ruined in my mind. So the specs for these pieces are all the same, 5x7 inches, but the cardstock or the paper stock needs to be able to stand on its own because these pieces are being exhibited without frames. I assume there's gonna be a little shelf and they're gonna stand up there. There is no theme for this show, but if you guys have seen my video on constraint, you know that for me is hard. It's actually easier if there's a theme because it gives you a place to start. So I thought I would create my own constraints, and I'm thinking that all of my pieces center around a sky background or a sky. The reason I want to use the sky as a central theme is that when I think of pieces that I want in my house, I want pieces that are like landscapes. That's what I'm drawn to. Do I have many landscapes in my house? No. But it's what I look for when I'm looking for artwork now. I found this Arches watercolor pad that I've had for a really long time. I think that you're supposed to submit either 2 to 6 pieces. I think I'm just gonna do 6 and then cull back if I don't like them. I'm gonna try and make this process really intuitive, if you know what I mean. Since the sky is going to be the main feature of these pieces, I want to start there, which is not always what I do.
Ink can be unpredictable, so to save time, I'm going to create the backgrounds first and then allow what they look like to dictate the subject matter. I love this because it's like a game of Mr. Squiggle. Since I can submit up to 6 pieces, I thought I'd just start with 6 and then cut the ones I don't think are good enough. I feel like that gives me like a fail-safe way to like attempt all 6 and then critique them later. Now I'm coming up with the ideas for the subject matter. Usually I would do this before beginning the backgrounds, but I love the idea of collaborating with my medium. The new technique I've been trying this year is pretending that I don't care. I've mentioned it before, but if you don't know, I can allow myself to get in my head. I have a very strong imagination, and so I thought I would just use it against itself if I can. Here's how I do it. I imagine who I want to be in the distant future. Generally, future me is just like me with more skills, knowledge, and confidence, and then I try and think of how I would react to certain situations being that future me. What kind of work I might be getting, what kind of work I might be wanting to make, and also like how much work I've made in that point so that I can be like, it's about being prolific. It's about getting all your ideas out. And with this mindset, I try to react to the opportunities I have now in a more chill way, even though it doesn't always work. I still maintain the quality of my craft because that's just personal preference, but I just try to eliminate the overwhelming pressure that comes with getting an opportunity that you feel is important to you. For me, it like really overwhelms me. I always feel like I've just gotten the best job I'll ever get. I'm just over the top like that. For me, it's sort of a way to fend off imposter syndrome, which is something I've sometimes been plagued by at certain points of my career, to the point where I'm like not able to work because of it. And I think that when you don't actively talk yourself out of it, it can be really debilitating. It's really important to wrangle those thoughts and like that negative self-talk because it isn't helpful to you. My plan is to work on all the pieces at once, like I did with the backgrounds, and because I work traditionally, drying time is a part of the process. This way I can save a lot of the time jumping back and forth between pieces because as I stop doing one and let it dry, the others will be dry, if that makes sense. I think even if this mental visualization of your future self doesn't work for you, it's important to recognize that no single job or project will make or break your career. That's really important to remember because I often forget it, and I'm always like fully consumed with what I'm doing in the moment. They say fake it till you make it, and I found that that to be true when it comes to personal and professional confidence. Taking the time to lean towards positive self-talk and away from the negative and unnecessary critical voice in my head while I'm creating helps me approach my pieces in a more present and authentic way, and it actually lets me enjoy the process more without getting hung up on small hiccups. Yes, the process becomes lighter, but I also feel like you can feel the joy in the end results too. I've been doing this all year with my projects, from my installation with the Lego group to the mural project I did at the library, and also like the recent Studio Ghibli concert poster. All of these things I care deeply about, but I went into them having relieved some of the pressure and actively told myself that I have all the skills I need to roll with the punches, and it's honestly really helped me enjoy my work so much more. This year has been amazing. Yoo-hoo everyone. It is currently about 8 p.m. I've been painting on and off. I had to take some breaks because my camera battery kept dying, and then I was like plugging it in, doing a bit, filming some, plugging it in, I completed 4 pictures. I'm going to do a couple of details on this one tomorrow morning, but I swear it's going to take a few minutes. These will take super fast. This one will be okay. I don't really quite know what I'm going to do with this one yet, but that can be done tomorrow. I started at 12 in the afternoon, so if I finish by 12 in the afternoon, I truly did it in one day. But I mean, I could stay now, but I don't want to. I want to go see Tonki and go get some food. Mission almost complete. I'll see you in the morning. Hello everyone. I finished 3 pieces, which I feel like are done. Maybe a tiny bit of pencil work needed. I have to complete this 4th piece and then figure out what to do with these 2. I know what I'm doing with this. I don't quite know what I'm doing with this. Here's my finished pieces. Doop. That one's quite cute. I feel like they're very Oliver Jeffers, these purple pieces, but I feel like those are done. And Rocky, what's the time?
Time is 9:36.
It's 9:36, so I technically have 2.5 hours. I reckon I can do it. Let's do it! I'm stumped on what to do with this. I was thinking I could do something like, there's a fire burning here and it's the smoke coming up. Ultimately, I could just submit 5 pieces, but I'm going to try for the 6 and see what I think. I think I could do some final things on this, but it's 11 o'clock, so I want to figure out what to do with this. This could be water again, but I've already got this. However, I could do like a little island or something, I feel. Maybe like a volcano coming out, or island with trees on it or something. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to try and jump into it. If I hate it, I don't need to submit it. That's what I have to keep reminding myself. I also like that I'm doing landscapes for this because it's like when you send a postcard, it often depicts landscapes that you're in. And these are like imaginary landscapes of places in my head, I guess. This will be our tropical island one, I suppose. Didn't last for long. If curiosity's a killer like they say, then this is all out war against a fool's parade. That it's alright if you break down. It's alright if you wanna cry. Nothing lasts forever. Anyway, it might not get better, but it'll change. It's alright. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one I'm not yet to do, and then this one's finished. Hurrah! What's the time? 11:24 with 30 minutes to spare. Hooray! I've still got 26 minutes if you think I need to make any more changes. This is my new addition. I just freehanded that. The theme is that I've put throughout, there's no theme at the show, but I made it about skies.
Very cute.
The only thing is that one doesn't have a land. Should I put land or do you like that it's in the air?
No, that's good.
Okay. Done?
Yeah.
So I can do 6 paintings in a day.
It is possible.
So I could do half of Peachtober in 2 days.
Oh my god, that means how many can you do by the end of the year? 2,136 paintings per year.
Yay! I just have to do the little yellow lights and then I'm done skis, done skis. Yay, done. Now I let them dry, then I scan them. Hooray. I am packing up my pieces. It's a couple weeks later. I'm just like getting them ready to send off to the US. But yeah, I just feel like this was the best way to approach this. I'm still flooded with work at the moment. And like, if I hadn't done this in a day, I'd be even more so. So I'm really, really happy I decided to create this fake little challenge for myself because I don't know, like no one else will know the difference, but I have felt like it also has relieved the pressure around this one project. I want to say a big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video as per usual. If you don't know, Squarespace is an all-in-one platform for building your website. It is simply the best. It is so easy to use. I've been using it for the last 10 years. It has been able to transform with me. So when I was doing more store drops, the store was the focus on my site. Now that I'm doing a lot more commercial illustration and picture book work, a lot of my personal work and professional work is in my portfolio and is there. I am due after Peachtober for a portfolio update and I am not nervous about it. I'm actually really excited about it because it's exciting to see all of your work together as one and to update it. It's really fun. The only time it's not fun is when it's difficult to put together your portfolio and when the process is like hell. But the process is so good with Squarespace. If you don't believe me, go to squarespace.com/furrylittlepeach. You get a free trial and 10% off your first purchase. Thank you, Squarespace. If you're near Portland or can get to the show, it's on November 8th. There'll be like hundreds of pieces in the show. So I think it would be a spectacle to go. If I was near Portland, I would definitely go. If you do go, please send me photos. This is like the benefit of having people from all over the world watching your videos. I always get photos from my projects that I cannot visit in real life and it just allows me to kind of be there in spirit, you know what I mean? So if you do go, let me know how it was. Please take a photo of the whole exhibition. I would love to see. And if you see my pieces, please take a photo and send them to me. I would love to see them. Anyway, I'll see you very soon with another video. But for now, goodbye.